Welcome back, everyone. It's Meridy here, and today I'm here with my very last layout using the Nature Adventure Kit. This is going to be the 8th process video that I made featuring this kit, and let me show you what I am working with today. I'm going to use pictures of my son and my husband. They are on their way to Cub Scout camp. Let me cut these pictures apart. A couple of them need to be cut apart. Okay, so now I've got them all cut apart. This will make a little better sense. So I've got this picture of the two of them together, a picture of him tying his shoe, getting ready to go, and backing out in the Jeep. I can probably guarantee you that there weren't very many pictures taken at camp, so these are probably the only pictures that I have from camp. I'm not really sure. I don't remember. This was in 2017. Maybe I have more pictures printed in my album, but I can't remember right now. So I'm going to look at it as this might be the only pictures that I have from camp. Someone asked recently how I know what pictures, because I print my pictures every month. I try to print my pictures every month at the end of the month or at the beginning of the next month from the previous month. I'm pretty good at it. Sometimes I'll get backed up 2 or 3 months and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I haven't printed in 2 or 3 months, and I print a giant batch. But let me talk about that a little bit here before I start this video for those of you that are curious. So I print my pictures at the end of each month, the ones that I think that I want to scrapbook, and I do not know how I'm going to scrapbook them. Obviously, I printed these in 2017, and I'm scrapbooking them here in 2024 with this kit that didn't exist in 2017. You know, I didn't know. So what I do is I pick my favorite picture or two to make 4x6, which I picked these two. And then I pick my little supporting pictures to be 3x4. I might not use those all because these two are very similar. Of course, at the time I was like, oh, you know, I wanted both of them, but I probably will actually put that one in and not even use this one on this layout. I'm going to get rid of that one. I'm just going to get rid of it right now. And that's just how I decide. Honestly, I don't really need to put both of those pictures on there. They're both my son and my husband. This is obviously a close-up of their faces, but I like this picture. I'll probably make room for it on the layout too. But that's how I pick what I'm going to print and what size. Like, there is no rhyme or reason other than my favorites will be at 4x6 and my supporting pictures will be 3x4. And I've been scrapbooking long enough that I kind of know like how many pictures will fit on a 1-page 12x12 spread and how many pictures I can fit on a double page spread, because as you've seen, you know, I sometimes make double page spreads as well. And then when I go to actually scrapbook it, sometimes I will get rid of a picture or two. Not too often, because I try not to print overly too many because it's a waste of money. So I try to be very picky when I'm printing in the first place. So then, like, for instance, I would take all of these pictures that are going to go on one layout and I slide them in the scrapbook in the blank page protector where the layout will eventually live. I store all my albums in chronological order. So if you pull any given album off of my shelf of albums, none of them are totally complete. There's at least a few pages that just have pictures stuck in them waiting to be scrapbooked. And that's fine with me. It doesn't bother me. At least they're printed. I'm not worried about double printing anything because I'm never going back and reprinting old stuff. It's already printed. So that's the best way I can stay organized myself, is doing it that way. And then sometimes I'll print all my pictures as 4x6, especially if I have a whole bunch, all my pictures as 3x4, especially if I have a whole bunch of pictures from an event and I want to make it fit on a double page spread. I'll just print them all small. My camera takes pictures in the 3x4 format, like in the 3x4 ratio. So not my camera, my phone. My phone takes pictures in the 3x4 ratio. So they're already ready and nothing will get cropped off if I print my phone pictures in a 3x4, but my camera takes pictures in a 4x6 ratio. So for instance, these were all taken on my camera. These got a little cropped because they were not in the same ratio, because a 4x6 ratio is 2:3 and a 3x4 ratio is 3:4. I hope I didn't lose anyone there talking about math and ratios. But yeah, so a lot of times I print my phone pictures as 3x4. Plus, they're not as good of quality. Like, phone cameras now are way better than they used to be, so that's not really an issue right now. I could easily print my phone pictures as 4x6 and they would be fine, but it hasn't always been like that. So anyway, that's how I pick what sizes to print my pictures. Let's get down to this layout. I picked some layers for the background. I picked just some of these from the ephemera packs. They're just various layering pieces, a couple little frames. I really liked this paper with these pictures, so I tried to pick things that matched the paper. Good times, remember this, a couple little tabs. Oh, with you. I think I probably wanted it to say good times with you. More tickets, together, happy camper. I love that. Time together. I probably wanted it to say time together. A couple more tabs. Then I've got my little leaves that I have left, and I really do want to use those on this layout. Since this is the last layout that I'm using working with this kit, I am fine using up all these leaves. I'm not saving any. I have my color swatch that I've been using this month. I have the little hearts that I've pulled out. I have the camp, run, hike, life. I'm gonna take the word camp out because they're going to Cub Scout camp, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna use it, but I've got it in case I need it. I've kind of got a lot of title words with this time together, so, you know, I'm not sure if I'll use the word camp because there's already 4 pictures too, so there's not gonna be a lot of extra space on this layout. I've got packaging. I've got the extra pieces that I didn't use, that I didn't pull for all my other layouts, just the extra pieces left here, the extra pieces of the ephemera packs and tags and things in case I need an extra little tag. I've got my journaling that I'm going to show you at the end of this video where that's going to go, my pretend journaling. Okay, and then I've got a piece of white paper in case I need it for whatever. I'm adding photos, the background of my layout. I told you already I loved this paper. It's just gold on the back, but I really think I want to use the plaid on the front. I've got, a few more pieces there that were left over. I've got my scraps, the bigger scraps of the ephemera pack, some packaging, which I don't think I'm going to use that. I think I have enough layers in here that I'm probably not going to use that. Got these scraps left. I really do like this plaid, but I don't think I need it on the same page as this plaid, like they clash. But this would be great to use just with these pictures, but I will save it for a future layout. I probably won't really use any of that. I can easily use some of this because his hat, he's a bear, I believe, and his hat is the light blue. So, but I'm not sure that I like the gingham and the plaid together on one layout. I'm seeing what the backside looks like. If I need a little hint of blue, I think I can use the B-side. So I'm going to keep this handy. Of course, my sticker sheet that I've been using and the stamp set that I've been using. Again, there is so many pieces on this that I don't think I'm going to need that stamp set. It's just going to make things a little bit too busy. So I'm going to start, and I'm going to start by using this plaid and seeing how it would look if it was the background of my entire layout. Like, instead of making a white cardstock background, I'm gonna try to make this plaid be the star background of the show. There's just a lot of pictures. And all of them are, I want them all to shine. So I might keep them just like this, some sort of layout. I wonder if I can just wedge things under here. Okay, we've got, it's a little crazy. I'm gonna start over. I am going to mat all 4 of these pictures on white paper, I believe. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that off camera and then come back and try to get them on here. I think that's a better idea. Let me try this in a different way. Because I don't think I was loving that layout too much. This is just... Okay, let's see, do I need to? No, I can't reverse them because I'm able to cover up this back of this picture, but not the other way around. Okay, and then maybe I can stick some different layers under here. That one is awfully busy. I think the problem might be that some of these layers that I pulled are still really busy and not solid enough. Let's see if I move this down. There's just so much on this page. I'm gonna cut those two apart. There's just so much happening on this page. This might be, I might have needed to make this a double pager. Especially if I want to fit all these goodies on it. Let's see. So this is too busy, I think, for me to stick underneath there. I'm gonna try to find some different layers that aren't so crazy. I do like it building up. I think I need another, something long over here. Okay, what I need is a grounding piece that goes across the whole back of this layout. It's not going to show very much. It's just going to show a little. So I think I can use this light blue and it might look nice. I'm going to cut it the same size, the same width as that, which is 5 inches. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut 5 inches off of this paper and hope that it looks nice. That was the gingham paper. And then it is just going to have a little touch of blue in this layout, and we'll see if that looks okay. Okay, I like this. It's looking pretty nice to me. I do think I need a little more pieces sticking out from under here, but I think I can also use some of these little things to fill in those spots. So I'm just gonna leave a few things out, and what I'm gonna do first is go adhere all of these pieces down, just like I have them, because this is how I'm gonna build my layout. So I'm gonna go off camera to adhere this all down, and I will be right back. So I've got all of this down, and I'm just gonna go ahead and adhere it to the page because I know that that's where it needs to belong on my layout. There's not really very much wiggle room there. I am gonna leave enough space at the bottom so I can add some little things down here. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and grab my slide mounts to try to embellish. And I don't think that I'm gonna be able to fit both side mounts on here because I don't really want to cover up those flowers. And actually, even this side mount is kind of large. So I'm gonna put these off to the side. I do love my tickets. You guys know that. I've been loving these all month. And I really like tearing them apart like this. Not sure where I want those, but who knows right now. Ooh, one might look really nice up there. Okay, I'm gonna leave that one up there because I think that can look nice. Time together. I don't mind putting it right there on my pictures because it's not covering up anything important in my pictures. I kind of like it there in the center. And then I've got the word camp, so I can easily do my little letter tiles that I make from the stamp and put Cub Scout camp. So I'll keep that in mind with that word camp. And then I'm just gonna pump up every little, I think that blends a lot. I'm gonna pump up every little cluster here and just try to make it a little, just a little more full. So I've got a cluster down here in this area, a cluster in this area, and I'll put a little tiny cluster in that area, and that'll be like my triangle of clusters. I feel like I don't want these two to be right in line with each other though. So I feel like my one down here might need to come a little bit this way, so it's like a nice triangle. I think this white one will show up better. Okay. I don't even need to write Cub Scout Camp. Oh, but I do want this to say good times with you. Who knows? We'll leave that up there for now. I'm running out of the little pieces that I picked. I do want to put remember this. I don't want it to be too close to that good times though. So that's why I moved it down there. I'm trying to keep my spacings across the page so it brings your eye across the page and doesn't get stuck. Like when these are like this, they're so close together, it looks odd to me. So when I bring it down there, I feel like it allows your eye to keep moving. Okay, I am going to need to see where I want to put this happy camper, and there might not be room for it, so I might have to let it go because it's not gonna fit there. It's too big to fit down there. It looks okay up here, but it just kind of looks like I'm forcing it. Whoa, that's way too big down there. It just kind of almost looks like I'm forcing myself to use it when I put it right there, but it kind of looks good there. I'm gonna leave it there for a little bit while I get back into the rest of my ephemera. Oh, I have a 2, which I wonder if there's a smaller 2. I bet there is. They make the same embellishments but in various sizes in these embellishment packs. So I'm just going to keep going through this stack and pull out anything that I think I can use and set it here. I'm going to do it off camera so you don't have to watch this whole entire thing, and I will be right back. Okay, I got a few more little pieces here to switch. I'm going to switch some of these things out. Like this brown one, you can hardly see. I think I'm going to trade it out for green to just bring some of this green in from the pictures. And then I did find the word fabulous. And then right now, I guess I don't need all those words. If I take this off now, it kind of looks empty. So I'm thinking maybe I can keep it. We'll see. So I'm going to go and adhere what I have, and I will be right back. Alrighty, so I've got everything adhered down except for this. I'm going to show you in case you didn't see on my past videos. I'm going to show you how to alter this, and the thing that I'm going to do first, I believe, is I don't know what to do first. The sky. I'm going to peel off just the sky, and since it has stars on it, on the sky, I am going to make it a night, obviously, nighttime sky scene. Okay, and then I'm going to take my little blending brushes, and I'm going to ink the sky up black or navy blue. So I think I will use the colors Chipped Sapphire Distress Oxide ink, Ground Espresso Distress Oxide ink, and Rustic Wilderness Distress Oxide ink. And I'm going to do the sky in the Chipped Sapphire. So it's just like a dark blue. So I'm just going to go ahead. I don't need to be careful at this point because everything else is masked off that I don't want to be this dark blue color. So I'm just going to color all over the sky, and I will be right back when I get that done. I'm going to do the mountains, the inside of the mountains, not the letters that say Happy Camper. I'm going to make sure all those letters stay on there. And then I'm going to color that in this Ground Espresso, okay? All around that Happy Camper. I'm going to take care not to get it on the blue sky, okay? So I'm just being very careful not to get it on the blue sky. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and peel off where the trees are, which is going to take basically everything else off of this. So it's going to take part of the mountain, the top of the mountains with it, and the whole frame around the whole entire thing. I'm going to leave the words Happy Camper still covered, and the stars are still covered. I'll come in and do those in a minute. So now I'm going to take my Rustic Wilderness with a very tiny brush, and I'm going to try really hard to just get the trees. Next, I'm going to take off the words Happy Camper and all of the stars. All right, originally I was thinking of coming in with my white gel pen and coloring in some of those stars, but I kind of like them being the color that they are, and I think I will make a mess if I try to color them. So instead, I just came into the word Happy Camper and used a little white on that. And I will just glue it down with tacky glue. Right there. And then I can come in and see if I want to add some leaves to just spruce up this a little. I do kind of like those down there. Yeah, I think I'll add those few leaves in there. I don't think I need any more. And again, I'll glue those down with tacky glue as well. I think I am going to add the little stamp that says Adventure Awaits. I feel like I've used that on so many layouts this month, but it really does make sense on all of them. and they are not all going in the same album. So it's not like they're gonna be next to each other with the same supplies and stamps. So I'm not worried about that. And then I just need to add the word Cub Scout, and let me show you how I'm going to do that. I did this in a few past videos. I think I did it quite a bit in the month of June and July, but I don't think I've done it at all this month. So I'm gonna show a quick tutorial, but I will go off camera to finish it. Let me just decide what color I want to put Cub Scout in. I think the green is good. So I use my branding strips for this because they're just the perfect size and so handy to do this with. So what I do is I take a tiny little stamp set, which I've had in my stash for years. I don't know exactly where it's from, but someone commented that Ellie Studio has a similar stamp set that's tiny like this. So I just use the tiny stamp set and I stamp my title. It doesn't need to be straight and perfect because we're going to cut these apart in a minute. So I need to wash these stamps because they all fell off right now when I opened it. I know I'm gonna need 2 U's. I'm gonna need 2 C's too. I should have stamped the C a second time because I'm spelling out Cub Scout. So I'll get that spelled out, and it doesn't matter that it's not in order because like I said, I'm gonna cut all the letters apart. Okay, I've got my letters and I'm just gonna cut them apart. Do you remember the October afternoon letter tiles? That's what these remind me of. And I loved those tiles, those little letter tiles, and I hoarded them. I still have some because I was scared to use them because I knew I couldn't get them anymore. But these look so similar to that now I'm not afraid to use up my letter tiles. But I can also make these in any color I want to match any layout. So I really, really love making them myself. So I'm gonna write Cub Scout right here. And I'll get these all adhered down. And then my layout is going to be complete. While I'm adhering these down, I'll talk for a minute. If you are inspired by this layout, either to create an identical layout using your Nature Adventure Kit, or if you're just inspired to use your own stash and create a layout similar to this, we would love to see it in our Not Just for Boys Kit Club community Facebook group because we love to see what you guys are making and if you're inspired. Our design team has layouts that they created using these kits as well, and you can see all of those on our Not Just for Boys Kit Club community Facebook group as well. So, you know, they're obviously making different layouts than I'm making. They're not making these same ones. So that's even more inspiration for you to use your kit. And I really hope that you enjoyed watching this video today and this month, working my way through this kit. And I will be back in a couple of days with a wrap-up video where I just show you all of the layouts, like an overview of all 8 layouts that I made this month, and then I'm going to tell you what my plans are with all the leftover pieces of this kit, because there is a lot of leftover pieces from this kit this month that I did not use, so I can make a lot more layouts from it. Oh, before I leave though, I'm going to show you where I would put my journaling right now. So my journaling template that I made is right here, and I probably would put journaling, maybe not even that much, maybe just a little, like right around there. That's probably the best place for it. Could also also put it right there, but I kind of like it right here, like overlapping a little. So that's where I would put my journaling on this page. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in a couple days with the wrap-up video. Bye-bye.